if you want to live a great life, meaning you want to live a great book, is there any great book out there that's only one chapter? There isn't. For this video, while we're walking around, I wanted to do a topic that a lot of people kind of contemplate and ask themselves, like, when is enough enough? Especially since I moved to Bosnia. That was a big question. Like, why are you moving to Bosnia? You have everything in the US. You can make more. But it's one of those questions I ask myself, when is enough enough? And also, enough of what? Because that is a big question. Usually when people are like, you could do more, they're relating to money, materialistic things like cars, homes, stuff like that. But to me, and I don't know if you guys read my book or watched like my podcast recently, where I talk about the different types of wealth, where there's financial wealth, health wealth, freedom wealth, family wealth. So like there's many different wealths. And the thing is, most people only see the one type of wealth, the one that is measurable, and that's money, because you can measure money, you can measure how big your house is, you can measure how expensive your car is. But it's hard to measure how free you are, how happy you are. It's hard to measure your social wealth. You can count your friends, but like true social wealth is like feeling connected to the community. And I think that's why people don't even focus on those things at all, even though we know it's important. But to me, I had to be honest with myself when I started making more money. I had to ask myself, what about the other wealths in life? Like, how does my social wealth look like? How does my freedom wealth look like? How does my health wealth look like? And I wasn't fully satisfied with some of those, especially like the social side, because we all know in the US, where it's very capitalist, everything's a transaction. Even friendships are transactions. And you don't get the true social side of life there. While in Bosnia, it's the complete opposite, because here, I would say they focus on social wealth more than the financial wealth. So to answer the question, first ask yourself, there is a quiz in my book that you can finish and see which one are you slacking in, and then you know what you need to focus on. So when is enough enough? It's when you check off one of those wealths and you move on to the next one. I checked off the financial wealth. I had the cars, I had the house, still have the watches. I'm still making money with my businesses. But enough is enough on that side. That's why I'm like, I need these other things in my life where I have more freedom. Bosnia does offer more freedom. I needed more social wealth. Bosnia does offer more social wealth. Offer these things that I just couldn't see myself checking off in the US. And to me, that was kind of the reason I wanted to move back. I feel like it's better for my family. I feel like it's better for my health. I think the quality of food is better. I think the future of this country is good. So yeah, I would say that I had to answer my own question, when is enough enough, through that mechanism. And the hardest thing is just asking yourself, do I have enough? And am I trying to fulfill something else in my life by chasing money consistently? Because still in Bosnia, in the US, people say like they want to move back to Bosnia. But the biggest reasons they don't move back is because they're like, well, I wouldn't be able to make as much money here. I would have to sell this house, move into a smaller house. That's okay. Like, it's okay. And like, there's also chapters in life. Like I would say like each of those are a chapter. And my thing is like, if you want to live a great life, meaning you want to live a great book, is there any great book out there that's only one chapter? There isn't. There's usually 12 chapters. So if your one chapter is you living in, let's say, Tampa, Florida, you do this one job, you drive this one car, you might buy new cars, this is your group of like friends and stuff like that. Even though that chapter is great, what is the next chapter in your life? You could say, well, I'm going to move into a bigger house, I'm going to get a more expensive car. You can say those are chapters, but those are weak chapters to me. Like, imagine you're reading something like the main guy, the main character in the chapter just buys a car. It's like, okay, cool. But more so, like, chapters have like a new beginning. They have like new problems that you need to solve. They have new solutions. that have new endings, those are chapters to me. Like me moving here, today I had to call the MUP, which is like, I don't even know, the police station or whatever, to change my address. And they need all these documents for me to fill it out. Like that is a new problem in my life. That is a new thing I'm gonna find a solution to. It's a new thing I can talk about. And when I'm like 80, 90, I don't know, nursing home, wherever I am, I wanna make sure I live a great story. So first chapter for me was escaping the war in Bosnia, even though I don't remember that. Second chapter was me trying to figure out living in Germany, starting first grade. Third chapter for me was moving to the US, living the American dream. Fourth chapter for me is going back where I'm from and reconnecting with my people, doing things that I truly enjoy doing, drinking coffee at 10 p.m. because you can't do that in the US because it's not the culture. That is truly my answer to when is enough, because there's no true definition or answer to that question. You just need to dig deep in and ask yourself, when is enough? Because I'll give you guys an example. Like say you're working out, and I get this as well. They're like, dude, why are you taking like all these supplements like protein, creatine? Like you already look decent, right? And I could say, yeah, that's true, right? But I do have a cutoff there because, for example, I would never take steroids because some people are like, oh, well, I'm working out, took creatine, but it's not enough now. I need steroids now. I need all these things. But for what? You know, it's not like you're competing. You're like working at like, I don't know, customer support center, and you're just jacked and you're like answering your phone. That is a question you have to ask yourself. When is enough? For me, I told myself, okay, the way I am right now with the supplements I take, that is enough for me. I don't need steroids. But for some people, they need the new peptides and TRT and steroids and all that because they want more, which again is up to you. This video is more so like a honesty check, checking yourself and, you know, really understanding honestly, truly, what do you want in life? And are you chasing it for the wrong reasons? Are you chasing it to get something else in life that maybe you're like voiding something else that you truly need in life, right? Maybe you're not connected with your family. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you're unhappy with your life. So your only answer is to chase more of whatever it is, whether it's working out and now you're on steroids, or if it's you making money and now you want millions and millions and billionaires because that is something that you can hold on to. You know, just, you got to be honest with yourself. I'm honest with myself. I'm okay with the fact that people are like, oh, well, you're not going to be able to keep on scaling as aggressive as you could in the US. I'm like, I'm okay with that because I'm going to let go of a little bit of more growth in my life on the financial side, but I'm going to gain so much more on the social side and freedom side and the other things that I think are important. Right? I know this was a longer video, more so a monologue, but I feel like it was necessary to record this. Just because I am new to this life in Bosnia, and these were kind of the reasons why I moved back, which many people still to this day don't understand.